Good day, Southport. It's a little bit different than other days I've been on this porch. It is cloudy and honestly it's a little bit chilly. I had to break out the sweater today. I already missed the 75 degrees and sun, but I guess it is November after all. Truth is though, the weather matches some of my thoughts and feelings since this past Sunday. Worship at Trinity, Southport was amazing as we celebrated the saints and communed with God and one another. I was still on a high when I got home, but mid-afternoon my good thoughts turned sour as I heard that a gunman had opened fire on a church in Texas. At least 26 people died, including the pastor's 14-year-old daughter. That really hit home. There are so many great things happening in my own life, and I feel so blessed, but this news left me heartbroken, concerned, and a little fearful. The words from Habakkuk the prophet came to mind as they have far too often lately. He says, "How long, O Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen? Violence is everywhere. I cry, but you do not come to save. Must I forever see the evil deeds? Why must I watch all this misery? Wherever I look, I see destruction and violence. I am surrounded by people who love to argue and fight." That is Habakkuk chapter 1, verses 2 to 4 in the New Living Translation. It reminds me that violence, misery, and evil have been around a long time, and it isn't new. Of course, it doesn't help in our understanding of why events like this past Sunday and last week in New York occur, or how someone could do such things. It is so hard to hear of such violence, and this time in a church. Yet I was also reminded that for many, violence is a lot more common than for us in the U.S. One of the United Methodist African bishops said this: "In our country, it always takes courage to go to church for worship. All Christians are targets of violence." That kind of puts things in perspective, doesn't it? I'm reminded that in the early church and in places today, there was violence everywhere, and that followers of Jesus were and are often the target, just as Jesus was the victim of violence when he was hung on a cross. We do live in a world of violence and hate and sin. Yet as I see it, that is one of the reasons we have the church. We need encouragement, hope, and others to help us as we seek the courage to follow Jesus in this fallen world. The last few weeks I've been sharing about the blessed but sometimes difficult community, that community we call the church. This week I will conclude my series and discuss the importance of being encouragers. We will look at Acts 11, 19 through 30 and the ministry of a man named Barnabas. His name means son of encouragement, and he is a model of what it means to be part of the community of faith. His life was all about helping people and encouraging people in their journeys of faith. It has never been easy to be a true follower of Jesus. That's why we need each other. We need encouragement as we seek to live our lives for our Savior Jesus. I can't wait to share with you on Sunday, and I want you to know that each of you, have been a great source of encouragement to Teresa and I since we moved here a few months ago. I am so grateful for you. In this world of violence and pain and fear, we need a community of encouragement and love so that we can remain faithful to the end. And as we gather, may we continue to commit ourselves to be that model, the models of faith, hope, and love and encouragement. May God bless you richly this week.